there.
Hey, Jim, how's it going?
Hey. Going good.
How you doing, Jim?
Great. How are you?
I'm great. I can't complain either.
I heard it doesn't do us any good, so we might as well be great.
Right.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners offense making their way out, and they are led by the 3rd overall pick back in this year's draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
That's your name, right?
A loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Part of their struggles is getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down.
Okay.
That's something they have to be wary of.
The last name up there is correct? Justin Dean?
Justin, yep.
Okay, very good. Just want to make sure.
After the loss to start
is this
out,
your
here's
first pass
2nd and 11.
No, my second.
The second point, okay. Did we get a chance to introduce you?
They'll go option to the short side. Looking
We
for
did.
a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of
I don't know,
scrimmage.
I don't
Calling
remember.
no
But,
gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat, any given Sunday, that sort of thing. He was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down.
Doing good. Let's see.
Lance looking to throw it.
Shorten the winter look.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
I'm good. How are you, Jim?
Oh, fine.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15.
We got Marissa.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up over the 21-yard line. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it'll always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Now remember, these 2 teams met in Glendale earlier this season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara will give them the season series.
If anybody had any updates or anything
on 1st
that they
down,
may need, progress reports or anything like that,
K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver
favorite
on
that
that
is
run,
red
and
is
let's
a
face
mean
it,
and a
this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Awesome.
A give running right is
Yeah,
Chubb.
and you just probably have your analysis and then just set up anything else financially.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0,
We're out of
perfect through the
here.
first 2 months of the year. Second half of
the
the season still to come. We
always
get what
the,
kind of percentage chance do you think that they have
question I
on the
have
table?
I think it's hard to say because history would
what's
tell us
been your
the chances
takeaway
are
from this
really
whole
low.
experience?
We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I think I'm being generous with that number.
Play fake. Murray.
Definitely
Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number 1 guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But there's also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number 1 guy, and they're ready to step up.
And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with Will.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the
I always
final
think
play
I
of
run
this
into
first
anyone
quarter.
who would have
No
better
score
service
after 1 on EA Sports.
for sure. So yeah, the hopefully the takeaway, is exactly what you said, is that I turn some things inside and out, that I can see a little
Good
clearer
yardage
now
on
and
first
understand a
down.
little
Now
better.
can they punch it in on
Make some
second and
changes where I
goal?
know I need to make some changes. I'm not,
Murray
it's
flips
not,
this forward on a jet
obviously
sweep.
not something that
He will score.
I force upon anybody to stop drinking the rest of their lives.
And he is
No, that's not what it's
with his
about.
16th touchdown of the year.
It's
And
about
they're
coming
able
to
to
your
strike
own
first
personal
here on their
understanding
opening
about what kind
drive.
of ball alcohol is played
Just a
in your life.
great individual effort there to
And
take
what
that pop
has
pass
been
and
your
scamper
ability
off into the end
to
zone.
be in
And that's why
control
offenses
of
love that
what
play
you
partner,
do
because
when
that
you
gives
do
them a chance to get the
how
ball in
much
the
you
hands of
drink.
their playmakers.
And
Pulling
being
that
able
steam
to
behind them. It's open like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That
moderate
first guy steaming
rather
ahead,
than to
and he just
overrate
hands it
that.
to you. You get a chance to take
So,
off and go before you even get to the top.
Second quarter onside kick.
You
there,
know,
it failed.
lessons
Is that
learned,
something that maybe
those
they
are-
had dialed up
Those
before
are
this
yet to
game
remain to
started?
be seen.
Feels like it,
Because
doesn't
when you
it?
were
They
faced
thought they
with
had the
those
right situation,
decisions
and the right approach
beyond your
and going
time
after
here,
it.
beyond your time on
Also may
probation,
signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these
nobody's
sorts of
really
things and it won't
looking
come
over
back
your
and
shoulder
bite them later.
anymore. It's just you.
He's going to be stopped at about the
It's how
37.
you handle it,
A solid run on
what
first
you
down,
do
gain
to
of 7,
just
leaves
be
him
in
with a
control
second and
and
3.
be safe all the time. Now, with that said, is that we need to understand the kind of drinker we've been mostly.
And they'll wind up
To where
getting this
maybe
one all
is
the way down
has it progressed to
inside the
becoming
20.
a
Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
For some, it might even
This
progress
second
even
meeting
further
of
than
these
that.
two teams, you might recall, they met back in
Loss of
week
control
5.
and
This,
addiction
the
is definitely
second
taking
meeting
hold. So
between these two division
it's
rivals. You
important to
might
know
recall
that
they met earlier in the year. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good game again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Acceptance of process. So it is what it is. It's not going to be any different. So it's important to know the kind of drinking you've got.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to be
put some things in place for yourself, some accountability,
They'll say no gain on the
support,
play, and
some
it'll be
people
second
that, hey, you know, you see me going crazy, let me know. And,
Right there at the
don't
line
shout
of
at
scrimmage.
people,
I know he's a
call
little
you
bummed
out
out now. He doesn't
because
get credit for a tackle
it's
for a
important to
loss,
have good people
but
like
no
that in your
gain,
life.
his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy
So,
as
you know,
we can, he was
always
winner of the
the best
NFC
team,
Defensive
and,
Player
at any
of the
point
Week
in time,
last week, so he's really
drafting
stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten
Yeah,
a gold
I've
watch, too.
done different things throughout my
Now, that
life.
was a terrific play. We're
One of
down
the
here
things I
near
was
the
talking
goal
about early
line,
on in my
and
life
only
was
one
just
word
sit
comes
in
to
the
mind for me, and
courthouse.
that's overwhelmed.
And
Because they absolutely
occasions when we were
overwhelmed the
handling
offensive
DWIs,
line. He
and
came free and made the hit in the backfield.
just a good
And he's going
reminder,
to be brought down
but
just
then I
shy
found
of the
myself
5
working
at
in
the
the
6. Only able to
and
get
so it
back
was
a
in a way
yard for
often
his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away
see the
earlier in the drive, but
consequences all
apparently all the
too
time they put in practice
bad.
finally came to the front, didn't it?
Not
They
to mention
remembered their
that, you know,
lessons
it's,
and found a way to contain
you
him
know,
when he took off
there
on that.
are other substances out there that people
Gould
find
is able to
themselves
put it
into.
through.
So
And they
other
are on board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
practices
So the 3
on the
points there,
criminal
seeing
side
that helps him inch a
and
bit
ends up in
closer.
doing some
Yeah, partner,
serious
when
jail
you're losing,
prison time. So
any points you see going
a
the
lot
way
of
in
it
your
has to
favor,
do with just
you're happy
not
to
wanting
take
to
them.
put down the alcohol and drugs. So it's just it's a continuous learning
Focus now to Nick Chubb.
process. It doesn't
He's well on
end.
his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've
Best of
always
luck to
loved
you.
about running
And,
backs is they'll tell you, I had no
like
idea
I
how
said,
many yards I
we'll
had.
call us and text us
Those
something,
guys
let
have
us
an
know how you
innate
do.
sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've
Now, I don't
accumulated
have
because you know they're
my
always
list in
working
front of me,
towards
so I don't know if
He's
there
been
anybody
working
else
well
that's
towards
close
100
to
here.
being done.
So the
or
big
also
play
being
moves
done.
him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10
Jim,
from
this
the
is my
45.
12th of 13 weeks, so next week will be my last.
So next week will be your last week with us.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Congratulations to you too. So again,
So that'll
one of the
back
things
him
that
up
we
5.
have talked about is like an aftercare plan. And most recently, I brought
A little
up
bit of a
last
stiffer
week
challenge
was
now.
having a
1st and
treatment
15
plan.
following the delay of game.
And
Here's Murray
we
from
did talk
midfield.
about doing that assignment, didn't we, for this week?
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack
We did.
number 7
Okay, that's
for
right.
him on the
Okay.
year.
Nick Bosa had an
So did anybody
outstanding
happen to
freshman
remember
campaign in
to do
2019 with a 9-sack season and was named Defensive Rookie of the Year. Went down with a knee injury in week 2 last year, and the Niners' fortunes seemed to sag right along with him.
That'll be caught. It's Isabella.
You did, but I
Good
thought it was
pickup
more.
there. 18
I may have
yards
just
as they
remembered. I
get
thought it
closer
was
for
more
3rd
like,
down.
I guess the treatment
And that was
counter,
yards
but
that
I
they
did more
needed
like
there
goals
after the sack on
the,
1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable
it's a
situation,
treatment plan
one that they have a
that
much better chance of picking up.
typically you see on your first day, but
In need of a
the
conversion
first
on
day
3rd
tends to
down.
be
The
weeks
big play
after
to start the drive. Not much
because
sense.
virtually it's done, and then the
Chubb
documents
will
you
get the
don't
call
usually see
running
until
left. And this
a
effort
week or so
won't be
later.
enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He
So
needed
where you would
3.
have
He
seen your
got
first
2. Now that'll set up an interesting
introduction to a treatment
situation
plan,
here on 4th and a yard.
which
plays
again
made
would
on
be
defense,
again, what were the goals that you were going to
leverage is
work
the
on
key
while
to
you're in
everything.
treatment, but it's
Defensive
also
line not
treatment
getting
too.
turned. All
So if you're working
guys
on
making
goals
sure they're in the
and
right spot.
that's
On that
fine.
play, they were able to
Because
stop him short of a first
that's
down.
what it's kind of all
Just a
about.
gain of 3, but
Is
they'll
really,
certainly take it
I
as
mean,
they convert
here's
on
important,
4th
but
down.
what happens
So we needed
after
1. He
here
ended up getting
is
3.
even
And I
more
really like the way he ran that one, too. That's
so
really intelligent running because oftentimes
if
a
you
running
have,
back can get too greedy. Try to
and
hit
the
the home
goals
run
can
on a
be-
play where you just need a few
maybe
yards.
life goals. I mean,
Well
it
done
can-
there, making sure you got
should
the
be
first
related
down
to
and
what,
not worrying about
what
trying to
we
get a
do here.
touchdown.
A good pickup there. 8
but
yards
with
on
that
the
being
first
said,
down completion.
people have an understanding of what a treatment plan is and what it is for. Or is anybody not
They
sure?
go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
So you're pretty sure what it's about. So yeah, we had to just go.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the play.
You're not sure what your plan is.
Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to you back. Let him pick up the first down.
It's a way for us to identify what the problem is.
Down to the 10. The Cardinal pass.
I mean, it could be any kind of life situation that you have that you would consider a problem or just something that you want to change or
he's going to drop this one down for Chubb. Now the Card's going to call
some people say, I want to improve my
second
financial
as they stop it
standing.
with 19
Have
seconds
more
to
money in
go
the
in
bank.
half number one. 40
and
yards
then,
the game there, second down.
Because right now the problem is I'm working from living from paycheck to paycheck. So my goal is to have more money in the bank. And then the steps are, how am I going to do that? So I'll pick up a second job. Do I cut out some certain expenses?
Murray flips his forward on a
Do
jet
I agree to commit to putting like $50 a week in my bank account? So I start saving better. So what's my plan on how I'm going to achieve that? So that's basically what's
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Maybe the problem is I do have an alcohol problem. Maybe I abuse alcohol.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep.
So
and
maybe
the
that's the
second wave
problem.
of
So the
tacklers is
goal
going
would
to
be
get him as they
to
stop it.
cut out alcohol for right now.
So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the
what would be
incompletion.
my goal?
So on their record, that
And
goes
then
down
my
as a
plan would be,
successful
how am I
play.
going to
Doesn't
do
matter
that?
how they got there, how it happened.
How
They
am I
got
going
it
to
done.
accomplish
They're the ones that are jubilant.
So we reach intermission here. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here taken in by Isabella. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A give. This is Chubb. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Handoff comes to Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Shotgun now from Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Prater for the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now Lance going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Mostert. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Lance.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The kick by Gold is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
115 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. First carry for James Conner, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Conner going to get it again on 2nd down.
A little juke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you, at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And again, it's Chubb. Shreds the tackle.
Nice.
And the Cardinals are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now, because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
Lance now on 1st down.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw it. Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the 27, Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
Man open is Robinson.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
They'll swing this out to Mostert.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Arizona, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.